We are the audio
Biafra in London, Biafra in Germany, Biafra everywhere. Biafra in Russia, Biafra in Malaysia, everybody likes it. They tried to kill us many years ago, killing the people of Biafra, destroying the people of Biafra. But somebody said to all the IPOB, respect the leader of indigenous people. Nobody can stop Biafra, I say. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra, because Biafra is strong. You can judge the leader of Biafra. You can kill the people of Biafra, but never, never change their decision. Every time I pray this about Biafra, I wish me every day. Every time I sing this about Biafra, I wish me every day. They tried to kill us many years ago, killing the people of Biafra, destroying the people of Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra, because Biafra is strong. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra, because Biafra is strong. Biafra in bedroom, Biafra in bathroom, Biafra everywhere. Biafra in jail, Biafra in church, everybody likes it. They tried to kill us many years ago, killing the people of Biafra, destroying the people of Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra, because Biafra is strong. I told you, nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra, because Biafra is strong. Nobody. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra. Obama. Nobody can stop Biafra because Biafra is strong. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra because Biafra is strong. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra because Biafra is strong.
We are the RPOB. Come on.
Yes, sir. Once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscientious people wherever you are all over the world, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Radio Biafra London, being anchored by the Deputy Leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, Mazi Chuka from Mefo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. Mazi Chuka from Mefo is the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. He is standing in a deputizing capacity on behalf of our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Prince of Afari Ibeku, heir to the throne of Ibeku Kingdom, the one and the only man that commands the loyalty of the Biafran people across the globe. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the director of Radio Biafra as well as Biafran Television, and he is from Afari Ibeku. Afari Ibeku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State, and Abia State is Biafra land. And by the special grace of Chukwu Kikabiama, I am George Onibe. I am from Abo, and Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. And then we must move ahead to acknowledge the Creator, Chukwu Kikabiama, our hope and our stay, the lifting up of our head. Anyị na-aja gị mma o, n'ihi na ị mara mma e. Ịhụnanya na gị, obiọma gị, o juru anya dadị o, inwe gị mgbanwe o, ọ dị onye dịka gị, ịbụ Alpha na Omega, anyị niile na-asị na dị mma o. You see, without wasting much of our time this morning, we will go ahead to our topic this morning, which is simply titled, While Men Sleep. While Men Sleep. Believe me, a lot of Biafran men and women across the globe are sleeping. But they don't know because they are deceiving themselves. I want you to get it. If you are a Christian, if you have been to the church, you will understand that there are people who are sleeping in the church. The moment usher touch them, they will agile immediately. They will activate as if they are not sleeping. Some of them, when usher catch them, they will behave as if they were meditating. It's a lie. Yoruba will say, they are lying, they were sleeping. But of course, that is nature for you. But you can overcome it. You can control it. You can stop it. Why men sleep? Many Biafra men and women are sleeping. And just like those people in the church, you will tap them, bros, you are sleeping. He said, no, I was meditating. Who told you you are meditating? No, I was not sleeping. I just closed my eye. It's a lie. You are sleeping. But having said that, I just want to make you understand that because you say you are not sleeping, you are agile, you are weak, does not mean you are. I want you to look for where you fall into and then wake up. Because according to the Bible in the book of Matthew chapter 13 verse 25, it says, why men sleep, the enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way. Categories of those who are sleeping are, number one, They say, well, all of us don't have to be in IPOB. Guy, you are sleeping. Everyone, you are sleeping. Others say, yes, we were part of IPOB before, but we don't understand what they are doing. Guy, you are sleeping. You don't need to understand everything. In fact, the way coordinators treat people, we don't like it. That is why we can't join. Sister, you are sleeping. They insult people. That is what we don't like. You hate, we insult people, but you love Fulani headsmen raping your mother to death. You are sleeping. Nana Kano should show us the roadmap, and then we follow up. You are sleeping. Biafra is because of our you see both thing. Bros, you dey sleep and you be heavy. Why men sleep? If you want to know how men sleep, of course, I'm not talking of women, men and women. Go to church on Sunday and monitor those people, not because they are sleeping anyway, because they want to sleep, because they would not have come to the church in the first place, but they can't battle, they can't beat nature. It's not easy for them, considering the suffering here, but you'll be able to see the picture of what I mean. And ushers are good testimony to what I'm saying. Even as a pastor, some pastors even sleep on the altar, not because they are lazy, but of course, I will see it as a sign of negligence, irrespective of anything. And so don't let the sign of negligence, your hate for one another, your misunderstanding, your misconception of any idea make you go to sleep. Because you may never wake up, I can assure you that. Our topic this morning, like I said, is why men sleep. Biafra men have been sleeping for so long now that the enemy has crippled into our home with dangerous poison, and we can't notice it. With everything we have gone through in Nigeria, we become more careless, which will be very bad for the next generation. I can tell you only few Biafrans are weak. Where are the watchmen? All of them have gone to sleep. Make no mistake about it. Don't let their romantic and polite speeches deceive you. A lot of Biafra men are sleeping and they need to wake. Let's visit one audio.
Protected background as a judge. No, not one chief. He excelled every one of us who has occupied this position in his fearless and robust representation of Igbo grievances. He gave our young people unrestrained support in their articulation of our grievances and our desire for greater self-governance. As we bury Justice Ozobo, I call on Igbo to rededicate ourselves to the principles which Ozobo stood for. Our country no longer guarantees equal treatment for all her citizens. If you are a Fulani headsman, you can carry firearms without license. If you're a Hizbah police in Kano, you can carry firearms without reproach. If you belong to the civilian JTF in the Northeast, you can carry firearms. If you're a northern Fulani, you can exceed your term of office as Chief of Army Staff or Chief of Air Force in violation of our establishment rules and laws. If you are in Amotekun or Neighborhood Watch in the Middle Belt or Eastern Nigeria, the Attorney General will turn himself into a court and declare it illegal for you to operate, let alone carry arms. If you are from the Southeast and you are elected a governor, the Supreme Court can allocate votes and take away your victory, even when your opponent, who was voted for the same day as the state legislators, could not win a single state assembly seat for his party. If legislators abandon their party in the currency of their tenure and in violation of extant court decisions, the Attorney General goes to sleep. What would Ozobu have done in circumstances like this? He would condemn them. He would condemn the treatment of IPOB as a terrorist organization and the protection and the arming of Fulani headsmen. I will always follow Ozobu's footsteps and condemn this discriminatory treatment of IPOB. Nigeria is failing as a state that guarantees equal treatment for all her people. Nigeria is failing as a state that can conduct transparent elections. Nigeria is failing economically. We need a national conference to throw away the constitution imposed on us and to restructure our political system. Otherwise, we should agree to disagree and go our separate ways.
I tell you the truth. That man is a sleeping giant. Moron. Nobody deceive us. He said the truth, honestly, but a little bit too late. Omotekun has woken all of them up. He was among the people that proscribed us because he was sleeping. If he is not sleeping, he better wake up. And many of us are like that. Your problem is that we insult you, and thunder will truly fire you. Because you are sinful and headsmen, raping our, killing our people, and then your idiot pastor will tell you, most of them Yoruba will tell you to go and fast. He's not telling you what Ozobolo giant said. I never heard of Ozobolo, man. The only thing I know of Ozobolo now is that Ozobolo youth now have become Katoliera. Even in the street of Ozobolo, if any mono, why men sleep, the enemy came. Why Biafra men and women sleep? The enemy cripple into our homes with poison in their hand, very deadly one, because they don't want us to survive. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter how you project the issue, it will be a very grievous and dangerous game for us to say we forget about what our enemy has done to us. The person is not the son of his father. It's a hopeless animal, because we may forgive, but we can never forget. And of course, you know what that means. The Bible says, why men sleep? They've worked hard. They deserve that sleep. Why men sleep? Because they want to gather strength for another day's job. Why men sleep? There are some lazy people like Hausa, Fulani, Yoruba, idiot and saboteur who are everywhere, waiting for you to fall asleep. They cripple into our home with different pattern, with different method, and look at where we are today. But you still don't know you are sleeping, because in your mindset trying to deceive us, you are deceiving yourself. Majority of our youth have been beaten to submission already without IPOB. We go about Biafra land every day, we see what is happening. I'm not among the people that joined IPOB, but I came. People started it. And when they started it, in fact, the first day I heard of IPOB was the first day I joined. There was no need to contemplate. The very Sunday I heard our leader preach on Radio Biafra in 2014 was the day I joined IPOB. I didn't wait for to check it. I only came in and do the background check I need to do. In other words, before I heard of IPOB, I knew that Biafran youth had been beaten to submission. While in Lagos, when Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani, all of them descend on our people, your brother who is Igbo or Ijo or Agbo who is caring for you will come to you and say, na raponya, biko raponya, gawazano, biko raponjao. Not because you were wrong, because you are going to be killed and nothing will happen. We have been beaten to submission to the extent that when you enter a bus, the police idiots of Nigeria will clear you and say, give me 20 naira. And you say, God, no who money. Even passengers will tell you, I beg you, give her money, make we dey go. Please give him money. Did you not collect money from us? But all of you are idiots. You are sleeping. Because in your mind, you have been beaten to submission, thinking that you must give Hausa, Fulani, and Yoruba police in our land 20 naira to pass. Because it's still happening till tomorrow morning. Because you have been beaten to submission, that you can't see clearly what is going on. But today there is resistance. I am strong today, not because I'm strong. I'm strong today because this platform, IPOB, it gives power. It gives life. And that is my strength. Take away this microphone. I'll still remain strong because you can't take away the knowledge. You can't take away the truth. It lives in us. Without IPOB, if you see anybody talking like a human being, watch them. They have access to IPOB. When sometime I play some video online with my wife, when he sees some of them, he say, this one on our people. That is how she put it. I say, why be our people? Because he said the way they talk bold, the way they talk the truth. And now you know that now our people, they talk boldly and we say the truth. But Nigerians don't do that. If you see Nyamodo when he was making that speech, some boys are gathering him, any fool, any idiot will just come and hijack him there. But of course, he must have received phone call for that. We have been beaten to submission to the extent that when we come out and say the truth that was supposed to be freely expressed, it takes us pain to tell you our ordeal as Biafran. Onyeka Onwenu came and said something some time ago, but only those who understand will not look at the sound of what she said, but the spirit of which she said it. She knew Nigeria meant us bad, and Nigeria is evil, and every promoter of one Nigeria, God will surely punish them, and they will rot in hell. Nyamodo may shamelessly be still fighting IPOB because he think we are going to kill him when Biafra come. No. All of you who are sabotaging, you will go to court. We will teach you a justice system. We will allow you to defend yourself at every level, and everything you have worked for may be taken from you. So you better have a genuine reason why you are doing to us what you are doing. This is your court. Nigeria is your court. You are the judge. You are the jury. You are everything. Just go ahead and do what you can because your time is winding up. I said we have been beaten to submission without IPOB. Nigerian youth, I must tell you. We have been beaten to you that our core value system is being compromised on a daily basis at every level and stages. Today, you cannot be a politician, you cannot be the leader of your people, except you take an oath of allegiance to the Fulani. You cannot lead us. Is that not being beaten into submission? While we sleep, we keep quiet about it. Somebody like Kenneth Okonkwo will come out and insult the whole Ndigbo and tell them Buhari is a good man. Somebody like Mbaka will come out and insult the whole Ndigbo and tell them that Buhari is a Messiah. And then some of us are still clapping. Oh, the Lord has spoken. Who is the Lord? Is it Lord Lugard? Who is the Lord are you talking about? Is he your landlord? Because once you people hear Lord, they enter your head because one Uyibo terrorist is associated to Lord. Why men sleep? All these things happen. Usibanjo came to Umuahia day before yesterday. He gave a very sweet religious sermon. And I listened to everything Usibanjo said. But do you know the one that really matter? The one that really, among all his comments, the one that made Nigerian guilty, they have removed it. Go and Google Usibanjo's statement in Umuahia. Because I wanted to quote Usibanjo, a Yoruba leading Christian pastor. He came to tell you, oh, you people tried. He said something that very day. That if Nigeria has tapped into the potentials of Biafra after the war to develop all the technology that were invented during the war, he said Nigeria would have truly been a giant of Africa. Go and look at it. They deleted it, which means they knew what they are doing to us. No more petrochemical engineering study in University of Nsukka or any university in Biafra land. Because they want you to become Ochenama. And most of you are proudly Ochenama and you don't know you are sleeping. And then you are going to glorify Usibanjo because he's a Yoruba man and you're reading idiot pastor. You go back and Google his speech. They have removed the one that make Nigerian guilty. We have fought war. The world is a generation. The generation will now intermarry in ourselves. Only few Yoruba marry our women honorably. Only few Yoruba marry our women honorably. They have no regard for our women. Our women can open their leg for any idiot for all we learn. They will have no respect for you because you will die on the street. I won't apologize to you if you are married to any of them. Don't sleep and don't let anybody deceive you. Without all these things, why are we here in the first place? Are we PDP or APC? Yes, we have to intermarry ourselves and we become a new generation. But they are answer their father name. They don't want to answer our father name. You see, Banjo come from a region in Nigeria that is referred to Duduwa. Nobody has condemned them for answering their father's name. The Boko Haram come from a region known as Arewa. Nobody has forbidden them to answer their father's name, irrespective of their heinous crime against the people of the indigenous people of Biafra. They still parade themselves as conqueror over us, telling us that they are Duduwa and they are Arewa. And when I say I'm a Biafran, then they release AK-47 and call me terrorist. And some of you who are Biafrans will say, what is they doing? What is Biafra? I do not blame you because you are Yoruba. Hausa blood is running in you and you are not fit to be in Biafra land. You're sleeping. You are in coma and not even sleeping. But this is the truth. You see, Banjo was the Nomuaya. Now, what did he go there to do? Did he not see Mazana the Kano street that it was not tied? The next thing you will hear is they will soon turn that bunker to hotel. So Ukize Paswa and the rest governor can be going there. They will soon give order and say destroy all those things. If not for men who are weak, those things they will not allow you to sample it there. Because it's a clear evidence of humiliation on Nigeria. Today as we speak, Nigeria cannot manufacture toothpick. Ojukwu said with pride, we proclaim the Biafran phenomenon. For though we were cut off on our own, without access to any part of the world, we invented telecommunication technology. We talked to them and they talked to us. We didn't go to China and Japan to do that. Ojukwu and his boys did it. Today, Nigeria cannot build a refinery. In less than 3 years, we build a refinery without going to Russia or Japan or America or any place. What are they afraid of? Give us Biafra in 1 year and you will understand what our father means. But you are sleeping. I sang this song one day and somebody say, you people always boasting. Why you Biafra wanting to gay? I may yak America. Why you Biafra wanting to gay? Why you Biafra wanting to gay? I may yak China. Why you Biafra wanting to gay? Is in Nabiko na Nabiko. Why you Biafra wanting to gay? Ojukwu said in 3 years of war of extermination, we built rocket and we guided it very well. We built armor tanker. We manufactured our own guns and bullets. We waged these terrorists. We fought them in our land. We fought to survive and we are here today. I couldn't be more proud than people like that because these men were not sleeping. But to see Banjo come to see some of those things and he's mocking at us. Hey, we got to build one Nigeria who is going to guarantee the future of our children, not our children. Your children, they should be proud of Yoruba One Nation. Your children should be proud of our One Nation. Your children should be proud of who you are. What are you people afraid of? Most Biafrans are asleep. They can't see it. And then some of this your 419 pastor is going to say, according to the word of Usibanjo, a man of God, he has said that we have to be intermarrying. Don't you know it's an abomination to intermarry unnecessarily? Do you not notice that in the Old Testament, anybody who intermarried, God abandoned their children? Because you made the mistake, must we all die with your mistake? But there is a remedy for everything. You destroy Nigeria, divide Nigeria, and then every nation trapped in the zoo called Nigeria will have peace. But you are sleeping, you are not seeing it. Usibanjo come to discourage referendum. Usibanjo came here with their mission, their agenda. They are happy. Look at the main word he said, ironically or mistakenly, that indicts Nigeria as a terrorist state. They have removed it because Yoruba write your history. And when I come, somebody will come and challenge me. Thunder will fire you. You take a child, you beat the child, and you're telling the child, don't cry, please don't cry. Oh, don't cry. Look at our youth now. You are all of you now. We are becoming Ochinama. Also, youth now when Achizinama. But you are sleeping. It don't mean anything to you. What your brain is telling you now is this guy is insulting people. He's supposed to be telling us hallelujah. The day we give you hallelujah, praise the Lord. If you don't pay your tithe and offering, that the thunder will fire you in the ara. Because this is the only thing your brain can tell you, because you are sleeping. And then there are people who creep into your life, make merchandise out of you, fool you at the end of the day. The day you wake up, they kill you. Today, we are sleeping, and I cannot tell you that the Northern are gradually collapsing the Nigerian state into one-party system. You are sleeping. The Northerners now, Fulani now, are gradually collapsing Nigeria into one-party system, APC. This year alone, over 600 PDP members have deflected to APC. Imo State, for example, Imo State and Bayelsa. Maybe Wike will soon join them. Ukowa will soon join them. Just watch out. But you think you are awake, you are sleeping, you are a moron. The Fulani are gradually collapsing Nigeria into one-party system. Do you know what that means? Feudalism, Alamajirilism. But you are sleeping because you are not awake. If you had known what is coming, you won't be there. Oh, APC, oh, deflect to APC. These are morons. They take advantage of the greedy ones among us. They use them to divide us the more. They are not the one doing the job. That is why I do not attack my people who are responsible. I can only encourage them to wake up from their stupidity. Because some people remote them from behind. This is the pain we have to bear. This is the cross we have to carry. We will suffer it till the end. But we will make sure that in the end, we will be victorious. And that is why when they told the master and said, see, we planted rice here, but the enemy came and planted grass among the rice. What do? Do we pull off the grass? The master said, no. If you do that, you kill the rice as well as the grass. Allow both of them to grow. So if we are talking to you, don't think we keep you quiet. We are waiting for the day of harvest, and it will surely come. Alamajiri Fulani Barawudambanza Janja with idiot are collapsing Nigeria into one party system, and you people are not. You are still saying, oh, we the PDP, oh, we the APC. You know, as we are talking, enumerating the whole circumstances of enumeration, speaking English without meaning. We don't know you both have abandoned their English for you people. Because you don't have sense, you are a moron. Very soon now, Igbo English will change. New model is coming out. Maybe in 2030, this English you are speaking will expire. Because of you, black man. Because you dabaru us, you deceive us according to Fela with BB grammar. The Fulani have been able to use one-party system, the empowering of their emir, to subdue Hausa, take over their life. Without IPOB, to the middle belt would have been gone. Little people who show resistance in middle belt, like in Plateau State, you can see how they are killing them. They are killing them to beat them into submission, into stupor, and send them back to sleep. Of course, the Yoruba people have their stakeholder in this journey, 10%. But in our land, we are the one remaining. We are the only people that when somebody says something that is wrong, you challenge the person. And this is a culture we respect, because without this value system, we are gone as a people. I remember in those days, my father told me, he said, this is who we are. He said, when you see our son man, his father, for instance, his father pollute. Our son man will behave as if he didn't hear. But that pollute of his father is poison. He will die there. He won't talk. Until his father will pollute and pollute and pollute. Let me break it down. My father tell me, say, if you see our son man, he go mess. I say mess like this. That mess na poison. Our Salamajiri children, all of them go keep quiet. They die one. They no go revolt. Because then they obey Emir. Today, look at what Fulani have reduced Hausa to. That is one party system. He said about the Yoruba. So bad, if Yoruba father mess, the Peking go lie down. I say, Ele Baba, Eku messing. But these are hate speech, but these are the truth. He said that is who they are. They will never condemn anything evil. As far as he favor them, it's okay. But you say, you see our people, you see Igbo man, if he stay with his father and his father mess, the next thing the son will do is, Daddy, Daddy, I name order my daddy. Then the daddy is get out there when you see maybe. Idiot, come on, get out here. I said, Daddy, Agwagwa call me you. And then he leaves. He didn't challenge the father. He's just simply telling the father, you are a father and you should not be doing this thing. This is who we are, and that is what makes us excel above everybody. We believe in saying the truth and doing the right thing. And this is what they want to destroy. And turn all of us to janjaweed. And so some greedy, bloodthirsty demons among us will come and give us order, we will obey them. Any order that stand against our people must not be obeyed. It will be challenged. In or out of the court, we will challenge all of you to the end. Because this is who we are in the end. If they take it from us, the freedom and liberty to express ourselves and live as human, and then we are not human. But they are collapsing Nigeria into one-party system. Today you call it APC. APC. They are bamboozling you, giving you money. Now for your information, the Fulani have concluded arrangement. They are going to install their emir indirectly in every community. It has started in Delta State already. A lot of Igwe in Delta State will be in Delta State. They will call you for meeting. Of course, they have consulted all of you. They are extending it to everywhere in Biafra land. In every community, they will have emir representative. Today, you will still think you are in charge of that Igwe. After all, most of you are not original. You are politically appointed to do this job now. It is time for them. And I tell you that in the next 10 years, your children will think that it's a tradition to have Igwe and emir in Biafra land. They are collapsing us to one-party system. And then one idiot went to Umuahia. Is it to praise us or to remind us about our people they killed? How many veterans has Nigerian called? How many Biafran veterans has Nigerian called and apologized to them? They don't give a bluff about who you are. They call you rebel and vandal. No, they call you rebel, but they are the vandal. But now they come to admire your technology. They come to look whether Mazen Kanu is hiding ammunition inside the bunker. That is what they come to do. Don't let anybody deceive you. We've passed that stage. We cannot be sleeping in a time like this, singing the praise of one glorified zoo like Nigeria. Everything they do and everything they shall do or continue to do in the name of one Nigeria is geared towards one thing, keeping all of us to sleep just to exterminate us. And for you greedy saboteurs who think you will collect money and go, the only weapon we have is what we are using. We will use it on you until you are gone. But the question or the issue this morning is, are you sleeping or you are awake? Are you part of those people that go to church and pretend to be awake, but you are sleeping? You have to tell yourself the truth. As a reverend, when I get to church, because I have worked very hard for every tenkobo I have. I work very hard. You won't believe it. In 2008, I worked with a company that renovated the Port Harcourt local airport. And I was given ultimatum day to finish that job. In fact, when I walk on the arrival hall, a passenger has to come and go. I was given 12 hours to do that job. And you know what that means. I work very hard. That is what I want you to understand. We work very hard to make our money. And then you are somewhere there who is lazy, collecting bribe to kill us. We will work very hard to stop you. People should understand what is going on. You cannot be stealing our resources and turning our brain upside down so we don't have sense again. What is the essence of promoting one Nigeria that has killed more of our citizens than protecting them? Has Nigeria given anybody life? Has Nigeria given you education system? They cripple and destroy the education system, send their children to school abroad in order for the next generation of Biafrans to be idiots, and rightfully they are today. Somebody graduate from Nigeria University, you don't have common sense. Graduate everywhere, all of them with PhD, HHB, PPQ. They don't have common sense. Because this is what they have. Today now, some of you think that to become Fulani headsmen is, you don't know that our fathers don't have to drag animal around. Animal were trained by our ancestors to have a free will to live. Let me digress a little bit. As a child in my home, we train almost all domestic animal. We have monkey. There is no animal we don't have in our house. We have a room where all of them go to sleep. They respect themselves. Even the most unfriendly animal, in that room, they become friendly. Because we taught them so. We have cow. We have goat. In the morning, we open door for them. They stroll out. In the afternoon, they come break. They rest. We don't have to carry stick and be escorting cow. The cow know where to go and where not to go. And when it crosses boundaries, somebody redirect the cow and they come to tell us this cow is coming to destroy our farm, and then we control them. It is not in our culture to carry stick and begin to waka the whole world, because you are cursed. You are a fugitive and a vagabond. You shall walk upon the face of the earth. Fugitive and vagabond cannot rule us in our father's land. So don't be a vagabond by your own making. Don't let Nigeria to turn into a vagabond and think it is a glorified state. But you are sleeping. I'll be back in a minute.
No negotiations, no compromise. All we want is Biafra. Our self-determination, they call it hate speech. We want referendum, they come forward. Our lives are not safe in Nigeria. Spilling our blood for no just cause. Biafran self-determination, they call it hate speech. We want referendum, they come forward. Killing my people like Christmas good too. No more to election in Biafra land. So we are crying, let us go to return. Then Yamaga Mesha expired. We are tired of your soup. Intimidation is too much to return. Then incarceration is too much. Whenever wicked ones from Biafra land, they impose on us to be our leaders. Killing and wasting innocent life, we can't take it anymore. Whenever wicked ones from Biafra land, they impose on us to be our leaders. Killing and wasting innocent life, we can't take it anymore. If you pretend, you must let us go to return. To return, to return. Yamaga Mesha expired. Remember Biafra genocide. To return, to return, to return. The Zoo River massacre. We are tired of your zoo. Biafra freedom is not a crime. We must restore our papa's land. We can't take this torture anymore. Biafra is last hope for black race. Biafra freedom is not a crime. We must restore our mother's land. We can't take this torture anymore. Biafra is last hope for black race. We are dying every day to return. To return, intimidation is too much. Remember Biafra genocide. To return, to return, to return. Oh, we are tired of your zoo. If they are the one, their Sharia land. Give Oduduwa their father's land. Give my people blessed land of Biafra. Stop the looming war in Nigeria. If they are the one, their Sharia.
Of course, you must wake up from your sleep and slumber. Because while men sleep, the enemy came. Look for the nearest IPOB and join. Wake up from that sleep, because very soon your eye will clear. And I pray it will not be too late for you. They are gradually taking over our life. they pretentiously come forward as if they mean you good. Nigeria can never mean you good because you are a threat to their existence. It's just like a chicken and a goat and a lion. You are the goat, and the lion must feed, and the only available food is the goat. And maybe you'll understand what we mean. You are a Biafran anywhere in the world. You are here to join IPOB, and this is the time you have. We don't hate anybody, but with cruel hatred, we hate everything they are doing to us because they don't want to repent, and they will never have peace until they repent. Every move they make to brainwash us is just actually an insult, a disgrace, and a humiliation to us as a people. Osibanjo was sent to deceive Ogoni people. Ogoni clean up, Ogoni clean up. When terrorist late Buhari was rigged into office by Obama, former president of America. Osibanjo has come to deceive Umuahia people, not to think about referendum. Referendum must come. Send us your name and your location, your phone number to our WhatsApp line, which is 070 815 45642. 070-815-45642. And our direct line is 081-221-52971. 081-221-52971 is our direct line. And our special number for the female is 081-288-58614. Call her on the line, your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, Mazi George.
Good morning from here.
I am Owawi Techigozie. I am calling from Aba. I'm from Umezalo, member now, Okigwe province. And I am a caller in Aba Ayanko. I am here to announce our meeting that is coming up on Friday, which is 30th of this month. If you are from Okigwe province and you are residing in Aba, we are having our meeting on Friday, which is 31st day and the last day of this month. Those who are from Okigwe province, you are in the following local government, you are invited for this meeting. If you are from Ehimembano, Isialambano, Onimo, Okigwe, Iritu Boma, and Obo, please, you are highly invited for this program, and it's time for us to make sure that all our brothers in Okigwe province are carried along. We are meant to go to and do some evangelism. So please, you are highly invited. Mazi George Onibe, I am very, very happy to speak on radio. It's not been easy. I've been trying for almost 5 or 6 months now, but I am very, very happy. And I thank you for the job that you are doing. I know it's not easy. Morning and night, you're always on the radio. I also want to use this opportunity to our own view that God Almighty will guide him and protect him in a period like this, that we are all mourning together. But what I am saying is that according to what he said, that at the end, Biafra will come. So wherever you are as a Biafran, just hold on. We are already at the promised land. Please, thank you and God bless you. Bye.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Our people must understand. The truth cannot be overemphasized. God has done great things for us by appointing a leader in the person of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in a time like this. All we can only do is to help ourselves. And how do you help yourself? You must acknowledge everything they are doing to us. You must acknowledge them. Because these people are creeping into our life with poison. And some will say, Agua, Bakwana, and Kata. You cannot afford to sleep. They distract us to make us chasing after rabbits, whereas they have set our house on fire. Biafrans must understand what is at stake. We demand for one thing, to renegotiate our stay in one Nigeria. We know our parents was not duly consulted. Their consent was never considered when they created the zoo. But we are fair enough to allow them to decide. Call on the line your name and where are you calling from. Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
My name is Okuricho Wigwe. I'm calling from Enugu. Tuko Kikagama will bless you for all that you do. Tuko Kikagama will bless our director. Mazen Namdi fellow who can. Each of is deputy. And all the principal officer working to make sure that Biafra is restored. Ushubanjo coming to Umuahia. Ushubanjo coming to Umuahia to insult us the more from all the insults that they have been giving to us. They have made their own police. That he is coming to Umuahia to tell us that we can do one Nigeria, and Nigeria will grow by making us to intermarry. Ushibanjo will never see
come
the
to
light.
tell our women, go and marry Yoruba. That is what Ushibanjo came to tell us. Oh, please come and marry Yoruba. I say Yoruba church. That is what Ushibanjo come to tell us no more here. The only achievement they want for us is intermarry. Thunder will fire all these people. But men sleep. Go ahead, please.
My brother, they will never achieve their aim. People Kadama is on our side. People Kadama is not in our side. All that they have been doing to exterminate us, to remove us from the planet Earth, would have been easy for them. Our director said that we will do everything to be able to get Biafra. And that is what we are doing. And Biafra must shut go. Let them do whatever they like. Let them go on. Continue conspiring. Pretend amalgamation is over. Pretend. Leave Biafrans alone. Without Biafra, there will be no peace on this planet. I say Chukwu Kikagama will guide us and direct us. Even the crowning of our mother and our father's burial, it will come and go successfully. They will see that Him Adonai is on our side. He will be with us. He will guide us till the end of time. I say, may Chukwu Kikagama bless all IPOB, those that believe that IPOB, Biafra, is the only thing that will make us to be a free people. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I would have had respect for Ushibanjo if he has visited Mazen Nnamdi Kanu house, invaded by the same terrorist Nigerian Boko Haram army, Janjaweed, Brutai. It's less than 50 meters. Where Ushibanjo supposedly went to encourage Igbo to marry Yoruba is few blocks from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu house. Why did he not come and see what modern Nigeria is doing? Or is somebody going to tell me that it's an American soldier that shoot our leader's house? Is it not the same government led by Ushibanjo? He would have shown remorse for what they did. And so how can you be destroying our leader's house? Few blocks away from where you went to visit, and you are telling us we have to remarry? Thunder will fire all of you. Ushibanjo simply came to tell you to remarry. Come and marry Yoruba, come, give us your women. So we camp them along the road in the Ara. Ushibanjo should be humble and shamelessly enough to come and see what they did to our leader's house. Does Ushibanjo worth an inch of what our leader is? I don't bend my mouth to talk. Is Ushibanjo an inch of what our leader is? I can tell you I have regard for the most stupid coordinator of IPOB, because we have stupid coordinator. The stupid one, the most stupid one. I have regard for them 100 times over than Ushibanjo or any idiot ruling Nigeria, any idiot governor in the Ara. No, Ushibanjo has come now. He's a pastor in Yoruba church. Hey, we have to intermarry. Oh, Igbo, bring all your women. We will marry them and put them on the road. Put them on the road. That is what Ushibanjo came to tell us. My brother WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yes, Mazi. Good morning.
Sorry for holding you long. Go ahead, please.
No problem, my lord. You know, your message is so powerful. Mazi, could you believe from Paris, Holland? You know? May Chukwu Kikagama bless you, bless our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, bless you, Chemefo, bless all the principal officers of IPOB. Mazi, your topic this morning, we are sleeping. Could you believe John Wodo or John Nnawodo use a mat and talk IPOB for this life he's living.
He should go and repent properly. He should go and register with IPOB. That is when anything he's saying we talk, we make sense. If not, he's still part of the people thinking they are deceiving us. Go ahead.
Daddy, if not Omateku or what we call it, would that John Wood to come out and talk all those rubbish he's talking now? Why people doesn't think? Why people doesn't think? Because now Yoruba people have already given him line. When our leader was shouting in the desert, calling of all those kind of things, nobody listening to him. Now they are waking up, trying to rob us, for us to see they are fighting for us. That man need to die. Believe you me. When they describe IPOB terrorism, no governor, no even him didn't come out and say no. We can't accept that.
They were the one who were used. So how would they be sorry?
Hi, Jesus, which kind of life are we living?
The issue in prayer communique, in one of the broadcasts that we played to remind them about their stupidity.
Jesus, why? Why do we hate ourselves so like this? Why?
We didn't hate ourselves. They hate us. They are the one that hated us. We didn't hate ourselves. That impression must be deleted. They made us to hate ourselves. Because I just can't understand how we hate ourselves. From Igede to Iyala to Iduma to Arochukumbi to Rumbanombi Se Abo to Efikena Mibibio Ububura Ugeb Tinapa. Everybody in John Urubu Shekiri Okereka, everybody just coming together by the call of one man. And you still can't believe that, except men are sleeping. Go ahead, please.
Thank you, my Lord. Honestly, John Nnawodo is supposed to die. We don't need him in this struggle, and he's not coming to us. Thank God his tenure is going to end by next month. We believe God will use somebody to bring us up, and Nnamdi Kanu is the person. No more going back in this struggle. We must continue. Oh, hey, Biafra.
Oh, hey, Biafra. Thank you very much. But the truth remains that we are not after any of them, at least not yet. We are asking them to back off. Anything concerning IPOB, back off. Don't romance here. You have killed innocent men and women. You have made widows, orphans, and widowers. You have a lot of people in your dungeon, a lot of people homeless. We are talking about how to bury the parents of our leader. It looks as if we are buying a mod car. Some people are saying, oh, let our leader not come. Oh, let our leader come. But is this supposed to be issue to even discuss in the first place? If our people have not been sleeping, where are the chiefs of the palace of Ali Beku? Are you telling me Nigerian Janjaweed idiot governed by Yoruba and Hausa Fulani are more powerful than the monarchs in Afari Beku? Where are the councils of Edda in Biafra land? Are they that stupid, beaten to stupor, that one idiot, Janjaweed from God know where they are coming from, will dictate for all of us? Do they have respect for our value system? Do they even recognize you? And you want us to respect you when you are slave to them? But of course you are still sleeping. Biafras are going home, no distance. Why are we even romancing ourselves here? Do we have two agendas here? Divide Nigeria. This is the only language you speak from the first day. The only language you will speak at the end of the day. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Good morning,
Good morning, Rabbi. Good morning from here.
Yes, good morning, Biafrans all over the world, friends of Biafrans and lovers of freedom. I remain Rabbi Charles. I'm calling from United Kingdom. I'm listening while I was just lying down, listening to the radio all night. All the repeat broadcast, I was listening to you till you came up, and I woke up a bit when I heard you saying, "Oh, Simanjo is coming to Umuahia." Am I correct? Or he
was in Umuahia day before yesterday. You see what?
Really?
Yes. What angered me was that he made a statement very touching. He said, "If Nigerian has tapped into the advancement of Biafran within that 3 years of war, Nigeria would not be where they are today." And that reminds me about Ojukwu statement. Mm-hmm. And now, I went online now, they have deleted that aspect. The one they are promoting now is intermarriage between Igbo and Yoruba. Thunder fire all these people.
But I will support. I will support what you are saying. You know. This is it's a losing fight. Our people, the people that I will blame for this are the saboteurs in our midst. The consciousness of let me concentrate on the Igbos among the Biafrans. The consciousness of some Igbos are not yet awakening because of I don't know what they did to some of our people.
They are sleeping.
Yes, I can believe that they are not alive to. Let me borrow Amadou Bello's comment. They are not alive to their responsibilities. I don't know. They are looking for instant gratification, and they are forgetting one thing, that their lives are in danger. I will never ever in this particular point in time, look at Nigeria as something that is going to last. I will never do. Nigeria is due to be destroyed completely, wiped off from the map. Nigeria is a forced creation. Any Igbo person coming up to say one Nigeria, and the worst part of it is that they came to Umuahia. The most painful thing that if I do reflection, I get upset is that they took battalions and came to a civilian's house, and we were thinking it was 28 people they shot down.
So many. Until
when I heard the wife of our leader saying they shot more than 28 people. We are looking at something like 300 people that there were corpses, dead bodies lying here and there in the forest, nearby bushes around. So they were shooting because they are cowards. Anybody they see as a male walking by, maybe somebody went to buy bread or akara and is going home, they will shoot him because they're scared. If a Biafran young man is carrying bread, to them it's a weapon. If the Biafran young man is carrying akara, to them, to this Fulanese,
Rabbi, look at something now, Rabbi. In less than 72 hours ago, Osibanjo came to where the war ended to mock us, but less than 50 meters from where the war ended, another war. They have started another war in Mazena, the Kano house, which is less than 50 meters from this place he went to. He's starting another war from the same ground. Their mind is, we will quench him one here, we will kill him one here, and they are showing us they are stubborn. Aguyerosi is from here. It looks like the blood of the gods running these people. Of course, many of them are still sleeping. They can't put their juju there, but we are waiting for all of them.
Their juju. Let me say, you mentioned juju, then we go spiritual now. Listen, juju works for those that believe in juju that doesn't have a supreme God. We have supreme God. That's why I believe that there is juju, there is power in juju. I believe there is a supreme God, there is power in supreme God. If I have supreme God, why hasn't all the things they are doing affected me? If they have, if our leader, I believe he has supreme God with him, why hasn't all their this and what they're doing? I want to tell our people, Igbos, we are quick to blame others. We should learn today. Look at what Yoruba did. I'm talking of this Amoteku that they set up today. But by now we should have gotten more than that, more than Amoteku today. If we are completely together, knitted together, every now. There are things I am restricting myself from saying. I won't say this on the line. This is appalling. When I look, sometimes I look at something, I said, oh
you see, that is one thing, Rabbi. In one of our discussion, Rabbi, I want us to maybe see how we can even bring this issue. You said something and it's touching. It looks like the truth. But we watch this program from outside the arena. Now, what they are doing to us is to make us think that we are the fault of ourselves. No, there are contractors employed to manage us. If you look at Osibanjo now coming to Umuahia, it's not a Umuahia man that brought him. They worked on Umuahia man, paid him off, and of course he's poor, and they are going to bring him.
Hey.
The point is, why is Igbo intellectual not going to encourage or greet Yoruba? Have you heard that so person went to greet Yoruba community from Igbo land? Have you heard that so person went to greet Sambisa Forest from Fulani land? They are playing us, and in everything they want us to be the fault. We will continue blaming our people because we understand they are not the one doing that. You talk about spiritual now. Our leader was a member of the Anglican Church, English Church. Of course, he's an Englishman. We give it to him. But he left. And so no prayer coming from Anglican Church can get to him because he's not under the umbrella of their communion. But almost all our people are sleeping in Yoruba Church. And you tell me Osiba and George Juju will not catch them. This is the problem. You see the connection on the spiritual realm now.
I see.
They give them Holy Communion, poison them with Holy Communion.
Oh, yes.
But do they understand the implication?
Oh, yes.
And now you see, to wake them up from that charm, we will hit them with sledgehammer until they are waking. That is why we are doing what we are doing. Go ahead, and sorry for interrupting you.
I will summarize now. You know, I was looking at things online. I saw Charlie Boy. I so much, whenever that guy is talking, people might think he's not making point. He's making point. I mean, if you're working with some certain people, you see that something is wrong, you can make a U-turn. Charlie Boy says something that in this Biafra we are looking at, that we have to start, for this thing to happen so quickly, we have to start deal with the saboteurs within us that are bringing these things. If saboteurs are in Yoruba land, sabotaging Yoruba people's effort, Yorubas will kill them. I know that for sure. Fulani is now afraid of Yoruba charm. Don't you know that Biafrans, we have charm as well, more stronger than them?
Now this is the game now they play. If at this stage now, we go after any of these saboteurs, they will blackmail us in such a way we will not recover.
Okay.
And now, those people who will blackmail you, you take care of them first. The saboteurs are nowhere to be found. If we sneeze, they will disappear. But there are systems in place. There are people waiting for us. Britain is waiting for evidence against us. They call us terrorists without seeing God. We will come for all of them if they fail to repent. But of course, what you are saying is our people should prepare their mind. All those external forces reprogramming us, we will direct the course, we will navigate them to where they are coming from. And then we will know, we know all those things. There is a prophet they call Unwoku that died in Enugu. Do you know some people wrote against us that we killed the man? The old man who cannot pay his house rent.
Yeah, the old man, they blame us.
Yes, old man that cannot pay his house rent. Our leader is even the one renewing his house rent. Then they gave him some change to issue press statement against us. And along the line, the people he did 419 as a fake pastor came for him. And then somebody say, it's IPOB, it's IPOB. If Funayango do die now, don't you think they will think it's IPOB? But we really don't have time for them. They are chaff. Nwangudu can be running up and down. He gave a press statement. Oh, they came to bomb my house. If we want, we don't miss. When we want to shoot, we don't miss. We will bring you down. Nwangudu think he's invisible. He has only one son. We know where the son is. But they are not our problem. It is the system that makes our people to want to turn to our Chinama. That is what we want to correct. And then we will know who is the son of his father or who was a product of rape because of the war they brought upon us, raped our women and gave birth to many idiots who don't even want us to talk. I don't blame our people because if you know the mind game they are playing on us as a people around the world so all of them can steal oil, if we survive today, we could only give glory to the Creator.
Osibanjo, I hear you, sir. Osibanjo can never, ever step his foot in Umuahia and go back scot-free. My senior brother Garaga, he went to this war. My senior brother, he is in America. He went to this war. And the man who prepared him for war told him, if any bullet, my mom was saying this, I wasn't aware, but I know that man, he died in the 80s. He said, if any point in time, a bullet touch you, let you guys come and get me killed. That man doesn't enter vehicle. If he step out of our gate, we don't greet him goodbye. They will carry us and keep us in a room before he leaves. If you step out of the gate, the moment you run off the gate, open that gate, you will not see that man. He doesn't enter vehicle. I'm a minister of the gospel. I'm telling you, these are the power that God gave us. He doesn't enter vehicle. People were asking me, oh, are you telling me that this blah blah blah? I said, listen, do you know Garden of Eden? You think it's a small garden at the back of your house? Garden of Eden is about 4 countries. How does Adam travel? Adam traveled with the speed of lightning. God gave us those things, we lost it. God did not take everything away from us. God gave him that big country, those big countries. The River Tigris, River Havilah, and so many, go to your Bible, is there. Adam travels with the speed of thought in his mind. Once he thinks, I am at the eastern part of the garden, automatically he will get there. That is what God gave us. But we lost all those things. I know that man, the man, there is, if I can't keep on, if there are things I will tell Biafran, they will be shocked. They say, are you a minister? Yes, I'm a minister. We had that thing in our house. If you come to our house and pick up something now, pick up a nama or a goat, you will stand still till the day break. We will see you. As I've seen one, when I was small, I'm the one that used to wipe that person broom. If I wipe him broom, he will drop that thing and run off. He will not move out again. It's a big complex. I'm telling you, it's that man that did it. I saw those things. Where are the Igbos? Where are the Igbos people, that have all those stuff? We lost it because some of us are chasing money. There is
something that we discovered recently. There is a community with salt stone, gravel stone. Do you know if you use shovel to dig the gravel, fire will come out? We've not seen something like that. I won't mention where that thing is. If you use shovel to dig sand, fire will come out. Here in Biafra land. Only God knows what that is.
So, yeah.
But of course,
to lighten up things.
We will continue.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mazi. Yes, sir. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
I'm here, my reverend.
Patient man. Thank you for holding on. Go ahead, please.
God bless you, sir.
Go ahead.
I'm from Malaysia. I want to tell our people, they have come again to still mock us. And the Holy Bible said, men are sleeping, the enemy go and sow an evil seed. And when planted, seed will come to destroy it. Thank God you analyze it well. Most of us and some people will understand. To leave it to grow. And when the time of harvest, they will harvest the seed and the chaff will be destroyed. Our place is to mock us. Has known. That man is not a good man. They are using him. That man is the man that went to US and tell Michael Pence that they are just exaggerating. That is what he told Michael Pence. And Michael Pence tell him, you are now the whole world have seen it, that he is lying. They are killing his own Christian. And when they are saying that they are just exaggerating. I don't know what he means by that word. When people are dying, Osibanjo wife they rape. Think that Osibanjo will go there and talk rubbish. Osibanjo went to Ogoni clean up. Till today, even one excavator is not in Ogoni land to do any work anymore. He's mocking, they are mocking us. And our people are still there sleeping. Mohammed just made a statement. He said, don't expect Nigeria to be good in the next 4 years. I don't know. They have write everything for us. Show us everything. Demonstrate it openly, spiritually, and everything. So why are we still slumbering? Why are we still sleeping? They ask you come and join the IPOB. Nearest to your door. Our leader has made it nearest to your door. Come and join IPOB. And we are thinking that those in IPOB don't have job to do, or those in IPOB cannot feed themselves. I don't know if what they are doing. And I will be reason. Cancel again? No. He's the one day and night. Try for one day.
Thank you very
Can't
much.
you imagine? Say, if I'm doing this, how will I be doing? And most of us sleeping instead of sorting our own people.
That line went so bad. Unfortunately, we lose that caller. My brother, you try and call back again. Caller on the line.
Good morning.
Good morning. Family.
Good morning, all dear friends. My name is Chuku Ukeria from Alabama. We must speak in Akibo province. May God bless you, my lovely African rep, for all you have been doing to our dear nation, Biafra land. God bless my leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. God bless our deputy, Mazi Choka Fonefo. May Elohim shelter you people, guide you people, protect you people, bless their family, and allow you to see Biafra and beyond. In the name of Yeshua Shemana, I have prayed. My dear, your topic this morning is so wonderful. While men sleep, the enemy came and sowed the seed of scorn. While men sleep, they came and sowed the seed of division. While men sleep, they came and sowed the seed of hatred, envy, jealous into our land. They thank Elohim for giving us IPOB and the Nnamdi Kanu. Thank God that have made Biafrans in IPOB to wake up. They thought we are still sleeping. That is why Nyamudo will come with his sugar-coated words to deceive us, to deceive the gullible, to make us to feel that they are still pursuing our cause, not knowing that they have sold us for nothing. They have sold us for their own interest, for the interest of their family. This is how they do every time. They will come and read address for us. We clap. Hey, our people are working for us. Hey, Johannes is working for us. You see the speech of Nyamudo. See the speech of this governor. See the speech of this senator. At the end, they go to back and tell them, we have deceived them, give us the money. They will be there and they will be killing us. They don't know that a lot of us has woken up. So they thought that we are sleeping. That is why Osibanjo will came and with his sugar-coated devil mouth.
This is how they catch us. The Nyamudu will come. I love our people. That side I love. Yes. I focus on it. We are people of faith. And then they will tell them what Nyamudu, go and make that speech so that you can calm them down. So by now, if it were before, all of us will start writing, oh, Nyamudu speak fire. Oh, Nyamudu is formidable. Exactly. Now they said we don't trust Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu must have imported ammunition to fight us because of his mother burial. Somebody should go and check the bunker and see what is there. So Sibanjo, a Yoruba leading Christian pastor, now came to do the devil's job. They only came to see if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has put ammunition there. Because the distance between Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's father's compound and the seat of power in Abia State and the Ojukwu bunker is less than 50 meters. So they just come to look if there is ammunition there. But then after saying it, they confessed, they said the truth, they lied again. They went online and deleted the truth and left only the lie. What message did he come? Oh my people, come and marry Hausa Fulani, marry Yoruba for better one Nigeria. Thunder will fire all of them. Go ahead, my sister.
So tell you that it is a visit because God knows how to do his things. When after speaking, he said that they need a national concert. They need a national. Which kind of national concert do you need again? Saboteurs. Which national concert that you need that you have not done? How many times will you do it? What brought about the war? Is it not restructuring? And you want to go back to this? You said you don't want war, but where are the people drumming the drum of war by saying restructuring? Because restructuring in Nigeria is a war. They brought it before. They have done it once. The international concert that Jonathan called that led to this, that they gang up with the world leaders and drove Jonathan away. Now he's not singing the praise of national concert. This is to show you that he is a wolf among the sheep. Then the people should know when Osibanjo went to Ogoni, he said Ogoni clean up. Where is Ogoni clean up now? They know that he is not good at anything. He's good at convincing people because he's a lawyer. He can lie to any extent and deceive people. But if he thought that we are still sleeping, and lot of us, many of us are awake, and with every word he speaks, we analyze it, we digest it, and bring it to him, and interpret his heart 100% correct and give to him. So he is now deceiving himself. He should go and support his people. His people have woken up also. He should support them.
He should support Omoteko.
These nations shall be divided, and everyone entrapped into this confusion shall go their different ways. This is the point in which we are. We cannot go back because we have not a lot of innocent souls. We have not a lot of innocent and the vibrant men in Biafra land. So going back, it's better for all of us to die than to go back. We cannot go back. When will we start to go back? Do we start to go back when we look at the vibrant 28 men in my leader's house? Do we call what of all those that they killed and dropped in the bush and the vultures and the animals eat their flesh? Oh my good God. God shall judge us if we go back. And I'm saying this morning, any man or woman in Biafra land that is sabotaging this struggle, that is standing against this struggle, may the blood of the innocent that are killed continue to rape that family, continue to kill that people that are sabotaging this struggle. May the blood, may the cry of our young widows, their morning cry, be upon their family. May it bring their lives to non-existence. May their place be like a hidden thing. May they be like a history. May they be like a proverb. And may their office another take. In the name of the Shaman, I pray. Biafra, rise up. Let us take it by ourselves. If you keep quiet, if you still sleep, they will kill you in your sleep. They are here. The Alama trees are here around us. They have imported missionaries from all parts of Africa, Islamic Africa, to come and lay hand on us. So if you are still sleeping because they are giving you 30 million, 100 million, they will kill you and collect those 30 million from your account. So rise up now and let us do the needful. May God bless our leader. May God bless the leadership of IPOP. May God bless their salam. May God bless IPOP. May God bless Onibe. May God bless their wife Onibe, who are giving you this opportunity to come out, because a lot of women will not give their husband this opportunity. May God bless her. Keep her. May she reap the fruit of all her labor. She will carry her children. She will not die on time. She will not be a widow on time. She will say you and her will celebrate their 100 years birthday in good health. In the name of Yeshua Shaman, I have prayed. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, Ada. We must continue. Are you still there? Call on WhatsApp.
Yes. Good morning, my dear.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Judge Oliver, I want to thank you for the work you've been doing. Today, I don't want to speak, but I was being pushed to say something regarding the Osibanjo going to Abia State. Is he trying to mock Biafrans?
Of course, he came for two reasons. He actually came to see the ammunition IPOB import to hide there, and also to remind us how stupid we are, how they killed us, and the remaining of our women have to call to their Yoruba church and then share it with Hausa as a conquest of war. That is his message. The one that actually show how evil Nigeria is, they have deleted it online because the Yoruba are the one who can write our history. Go ahead, please.
And our people, I don't know when are we going to learn? I think, to me, I'm an example to it. Since 2017, I stopped going to church. My life is more better than when I used to go to church. I don't know why our people will not stop going to that evil church, because it has done more harm than good to all. And then Nnamdi Kanu has been saying it, our leader. Every day, go and join IPOB close to you, anywhere you are. The whole world is the IPOB. Go and join.
That is where we will show them how to go to heaven. Rabbi just called now. Rabbi is a man of God. I am a man of God. Our leader is a man of God, among others. And you see, there are things people do not know, but one day they will understand. And in our going back to the root, we will be considering the Holy Communion, the cost they are putting upon them. We will save our people. Of course, they will wake up. Be rest assured of that, because we will tell our story by ourselves. Go ahead, please.
And secondly, there's something that I've been hearing online about one pastor and the native doctor. You know, that one of them should go to mortuary and get a dead body and make him to resurrect. If our people have such power, why wouldn't they undo what Nigerians have done to us?
With bodyguard.
Why wouldn't they at least do something?
He moved with bodyguard. The one challenging or go more move with bodyguard. One respect I have for native doctor now. One respect I have for Ogomo now is that Ogomo don't move with police bodyguard. Ogomo move freely. That is to show you they have power. But all these idiot pastor yapping, they all have a Fulani guiding them. I don't want to talk about those idiots. They should go and join IPOB. Any idiot following them is as hopeless as they are. Suleiman will come and talk. Udumudu will come and talk. Agwadagwa will come and talk. Kumuye will talk. All of them are talking. They give you sticker to protect yourself in your house. But they are carrying Fulani police to protect them. Ndiara. Go ahead, please.
IPOB have made this. I think I'm beginning to believe that this Ark of Noah is IPOB. Now they are sounding it all nation, the whole world. Come and join IPOB and be free. But it seems that most of our people don't want to listen. And that's exactly what happened. The obedient one entered the Ark of Noah and we are saved. And the stupid ones get drunk from the river. I think it's not everybody is going to be saved. Many are called, but few are being chosen. That's the things I'm saying here. But our people need to wake up. Wherever you are, we all of us need to wake up and put hands together to fight what is fighting us. Because all this thing that is happening is not physical, it's spiritual battle, which most of us that are not spiritual will never say it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, thank you for this opportunity given to me to speak to our people. May God Almighty bless you, bless our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, bless Uchemefo, and bless all the principal officers in the whole world. May God Almighty continue to strengthen you and empower you and your family. May God be with you always in the mighty name of Chukwu Ikaba's name. I pray.
You see. Caller on the line. Yeah, this is a female line, my brother. This is female line. Yes, a caller on the line. Your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning, Mazi George Onyibe.
Good morning.
Calling from Enugu Province, Biafra land. I'm calling from Chakancha unit to be precise. Now, there is information, something that happened last 2 weeks ago here in Enugu at the Caribbean International Airport, the back. They are calling that place Gabon. This happened between soldier and Okada man on that dreadful day. So that Okada man carried a soldier, 2 soldier man, going to that Gabon side and getting there, stop those 2 soldiers. He asked for the money that he carried them. The soldier man said to pay that Okada man, now trying to show him that, you know that I'm a soldier. You know that I'm a soldier man. The Okada man said that this is what I used to feed my family. From there, they have misunderstanding. The next thing is for soldier man to stab that guy to death. It happened last 2 weeks ago at Gabon. But no news, no information that will carry. Just die like that. That is terrible. What we are seeing here is terrible. And secondly, I'm a Bonny man. I have texted a message to you because I have a new unit that I created in a Bonny. I'm a Zaman at Oneke. So if I can have any nearest coordinator so that I can be able to connect them with the new family member in a Bonny state.
Please,
that's what I have to
say. Still renew the text message. Still renew it. Still resend it so that I will still follow it up.
All right, sir. Thank you. Keep on the good work you are doing for us, sir.
Thank you very much. Our God is faithful. We must continue. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Mazi George Onyibe.
My Oga, I am loyal to your government. Good morning, sir.
Mazi George Onyibe. Nwa Chineke. Ekelele m gị. Good morning, sir.
We thank God.
My greetings to our able leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to our able deputy, Mazi Uchemefo, and all you guys that are working so hard. taking all the insults and everything to make sure that we stand as a person. To start with, I really enjoyed your conversation with Mazi Rabbi this morning. The devil is a liar.
Rabbi is one of my closest friends in this struggle. He's my brother. But what we do to
devil
ourselves
is a liar.
We slap ourselves. So, Rabbi is
I thank God this morning that relationship has been restored.
No. We tell ourselves the truth. That is the value of our life we cannot allow to be compromised. Rabbi is my very close friend outside this platform. In fact, he doesn't even call my platform the way he should. So if he come here, I slap him, remove his teeth. At the end of the day, only normal people fight. Sorry, let me interrupt you. My father said,
no problem.
My father said, when two people lives in a room and two of them are normal, how evidence that shows that they are normal is that they fight, because their concept, ideas are not the same. God don't want it to be the same. He said even the most identical twins don't look alike in the real sense. It is only the person seeing them for the first time will understand or feel that they are very identical. Having said that, he said when two normal people live in a room, one favorite color may be blue, the other is green. And now, when they pack into the one room, the one that loves blue, we want the room to be painted blue. The one that loves green, we want the room to be painted green. He said, what matters now is the maturity. Both of them must be able to say, okay, since I cannot allow blue to prevail, and you will not allow green to prevail, then let's divide it. Your own corner should be painted blue, my own corner should be painted green. And in that case, both of them can live together peacefully and as one. But he said, the moment you see two people living in one room and only one person's decision prevail, that something is wrong. Maybe you pay the bill, or maybe one person is not normal. Something is wrong. Where you see a man, the wife will call him in the morning and say, honey, as the husband. And the honey say, yes, honey. And the woman give the man order, go and wash my pants. And the man will say, yes, honey. And then the woman tell the man, go and cook. And you say, yes, honey. And you ask the man, why are you doing all these things for your wife? He say, I love my honey. My father say, it's economy. Something is wrong. Because there is something in a man that even though they wanted to do certain things for their women, they won't do it because it's sending a wrong
signal.
Do you understand? Yeah. So what I'm trying to say in effect at the end of the day is, if everybody continue agreeing with what you are saying, that means you have brainwashed them.
Yeah.
Our leader gives order, which we must obey. But a lot of us struggle with it. But we understand that it's not about our interests now. It is about the interests of our people. So our leader decision must be obeyed. And so why I'm bringing this out is somebody will still come out and say, you are a kakum, you are a this, you are a that. But it's not talking to me. We're only talking to our people. I'm just a messenger. It's not me. Our leader understands this truth. So he really don't care what you are doing. He focus on the mission. So I'm happy you notice it, and that is who we are. Thank you very much. Sorry for interrupting you. Go ahead, please.
Thank you, Mazi. Let's go to our main topic. God will continue to bless you. You've certainly got the Spirit of God in you. There's no doubt about it. And that Spirit will continue to guide you and protect you. Now, on today's topic, while the men sleep, the enemies came in and sowed tares. Mazi George Onibe, I used to worry myself to death, asking questions. Why do we have so much betrayers? Why does Biafrans have so much betrayers? Both inside the Biafra land, both in the zoo, and even in the international community. They have all raised people that betrayed Biafra until our leader came on the air to assure us and to prove to us that no one has betrayed Biafra that is well today. No man, no woman, no principality, no country, either inside Biafra or in the zoo or within the international community that have betrayed this country called Biafra that is well today. And he proved it to us. So my advice But my comfort to Biafrans is to hang on that statement. Let them come and sow their tires. Let them come and sow their sabotage. Osibanjo will see how he is going to end up. Our leader have already predicted it. Yeah, we're just waiting for the manifestation. Let them come and mock us. Let them come and laugh at us. But at the end, Biafra will come. Biafra will come. Look at what is happening now. All in the Middle Belt. The massacre in Jos just yesterday. I'm calling on the international community. They are hearing all these things. They are seeing all these things. They should now intervene. There's no more country called Nigeria. There's no one pay. Nigeria wanna pay. And the signs are everywhere. The international community should now come and intervene before there's a bloodbath. Let Biafrans get ready. Whatever you have to defend yourself, get ready. Our leader said that these people are not joking. Osetigo, God bless you, my dear brother. Continue the good work you are doing for us. We love you to bits, and we pray that we shall all dance that day that my leader spoke about. The dance of joy, praising Elohim. Dancing like people who are drunk, but we are drunk in the Spirit of God. Thanking Chukwuka Kabiam for setting Biafra free. The time is coming. God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much. I truly appreciate all of your contributions this morning. I truly appreciate. Sincere appreciation to those who were able to call. And my apology to those of you I cannot take your call at this moment. Our people must remain focused. It's not about anybody, but it's about all of us. We remain grateful to the Creator for giving us a leader like Mazen Nandekano and a deputy to watch his side. And this, once again, people like Ojukwu have made us to believe in Biafra. They are here to make us to believe in Biafra again and again and again and again. And I can only tell you that Biafrans are going home no matter what. Goodbye from here and have a nice day.
Biafrans going to our home. Biafrans going to our home. That is our calling land now, where we came from. We are going there someday. No matter what they do, we are going to our Father's day. We are going to our oh yeah. No matter what they do, we are going to our Father's house. We are going to our Father's house someday. Biafrans going to our nation. Biafrans going to our home. That is why I'm telling you now. Go and join our POB. We are going there someday. They are killing innocent people. They are killing IPOB people. They are killing Biafran's children every day. They can lie to us every day. They can mock at us every day. They can do everything that they want to. Biafrans going away from Nigeria. Biafrans going away from Nigeria. That is why we are telling you now. Look for IPOB. We are going there someday. Listen to this song, Mr. Hypocrite. Listen to this song, Mr. Hypocrite. No matter what you do, we are going home. Going to Alpha of the rising sun. Biafra's going to our home. Biafra's going to our home. That is our promised land. Where we came from, we are going there someday. We be back. Over
This is a clarion call from Edith of Fossil Zone 1 in Abia Province. In the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are in this platform for the restoration of Biafra because we are proud of the land of rising sun. Biafrans are blessed with natural resources, we are blessed with human resources, we are blessed with great technology and so on and so forth. We never call for war, we never call for hatred, we never call for discrimination, but we call for peace, unity, love, freedom, which is our main goal. Biafra is an Asian nation which was earlier colonized by the British in the earlier 18th century. And Biafra nation has been foretold in the prophecies like Nostradamus 400 years back that a powerful prince will arise in the world at the trigger of the gun, that he will be the envy of other princes, and the other prince will try to subdue his arise, but all will be a failure to them. Biafra is an Asian nation that lies along the Atlantic Ocean of Africa with great potential of greatness. Biafra is a nation that will restore peace, liberation, future hope towards our generation. Our predecessors have fought their own, and we present Biafras are not going to relent or surrender to this struggle. We are determined to restore our holy land, which is Biafra, with one voice, one accord, one command, and one agenda, which is Biafra. We all thank Almighty Chukwu Okike Abiyama for His grace, protection, love, care, because we are all alive in the land of the living. God have organized a seeking peace province in Biafra land. Biafra, you are great indeed, the kingdom of God here on earth. We also thank our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the great prince and an icon, the liberator of this global struggle of our time, and his deputy Mazi before, and all the principal of states, coordinators, IGroup family members all around the world. Lovers of freedom. This song is from AC Joe and Derry from Fossil Zone 1 in Abia Province. Thank you all, and may Chukwu Okike Abiyama bless you all in your name. Say,